for Mordor begins.
From fire-breathing dragons, the One Ring, orcs, the other One Ring, a hobbit with a speech impediment, and cave trolls. Lots of cave trolls. Let's have a look at what's on the wire. Greetings and salad gamers, I am Mr. Whipwire, your friendly neighborhood gamer man-child, and on this episode, my mission is to get you as excited as I am about Shadow of War. Because this is a sequel to Monolith Productions' 2014 surprise smash hit Shadow of Mordor, I'm going to give you a brief history lesson and get just a tad geeky to catch up all you folks out there who've obviously been living under a rock. And don't worry, I never do spoilers, I barely do story, because when I do previews or reviews, I make sure you as the gamer still experience all the precious content yourselves. September 30th, 2014. Monolith Productions surprised us all with Shadow of Mordor, another game based in J.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings world. But unlike most of the other games, Shadow of Mordor kicked ass. Literally. It was like Batman Arkham and Assassin's Creed had a love child. Because the fighting mechanics were fast paced and felt brutally impactful like Batman Arkham, and the wall climbing and stealth mechanics felt sneakily like Assassin's Creed. A lot of people thought that this would be the downfall of this game, but I'm happy to say they were wrong. Whatever similarities there are doesn't matter, because Shadow of Mordor did it well. Plus, you get a sword and could cut off pieces of orcs. That feels good. But Monolith Productions also had something very much their own up their sleeves to make Shadow of Mordor an incredible experience. The Nemesis system. Nobody can tell you what the Nemesis system is. You have to experience it for yourself. But I'm gonna try. Without giving too much away, this game requires you to hunt down and either befriend or end certain key figures. It gives you a multitude of ways to do this, but the remarkable thing about it is that how you as a gamer chooses to do certain things gets almost remembered by the game, making your Shadow of Mordor experience unlike anyone else's. This is done with the Nemesis system, which makes the game's replayability go off the charts. Confused? Okay, let's try this. You want to kill this guy, so you decide to go straight for him and get no intel on him whatsoever. You approach, attack, and find out the hard way that arrows don't even scratch him, and he has two seriously tough bodyguards. In short, he beats your ass like a Cherokee drum, and mocks you by telling you your mum looks like his ugly big sister. Here's the cool part. When you die, you don't stay dead. You come back to get revenge and restore honor to your mommy dearest. So you decide to get intel this time. You sneak in here to fight these guys, so you can dominate this guy, so he can tell you where one of the bodyguards hangs out. You sneak in there, fights some more, and kills him hard. Now the big kahuna only has one bodyguard left, and if you like, you can hunt him down and do the same thing to him. Or you can take the boss on with one less bodyguard to see how you do. Again, the choice is yours, but here's the cool thing. When you get to the boss again, you see that because he has killed you before, he not only remembers you,
I'll put you down this time. You're gonna stay down!
But he is also stronger, because killing you gave him experience points, which leveled him up. The Nemesis system, hard at work. This makes the game infinitely more enjoyable, and because of this, I highly recommend you purchasing and playing this game before buying the sequel Shadow of War. Go ahead, I promise you, you will thank me for it. Now fast forward to now and you get to the sequel, Shadow of War! Don't know why I used the fast forward reference, it's 2017 for goodness sake. If you were not self-aware between the years of 1976 and 2008, fast forward was something you had to do before DVDs were a thing. You had to physically hold down a button which made a cassette tape spin faster than usual play speed. to get to the desired place you wanted to watch or listen to. It was a friggin' nightmare. Shadow of War! Shadow of War continues where Shadow of Mordor left off, but gives the game a massive upgrade. Better, more brutal combat. Better movement, climbing and stealth mechanics. And a much larger and juicy open world to discover. They also went ahead and upgraded the Nemesis system, which allows you to customize your gaming experience even more and allows you to obtain and control your own friggin' army, which you use to besiege and take over entire enemy fortresses, which you can do anywhere you choose. On foot, on a gargoyle type dog, on a cave troll, or on a frickin' dragon. Not to mention you have your very own pet poltergeist with really bad acne who gives you superpowers. After you take down the many fortresses, you can decide which one of your mighty generals you want to leave behind to defend it for you, while you're away sacking other enemy fortresses, or, you know, just taking a walk in the forest. Whoever you choose will have their own special attributes, which carries over to how your fortress looks and feels, and even how it will defend itself. Monolith Productions has, like many other wise game developers, decided to put more focus on loot. Even though they did a good job on the previous game, they have really leaned into the RPG trend that is making gamers happy these days. The loot, or gear as it is sometimes called, comes from certain culled enemies, which, if equipped and is better than your previous gear, will improve some of your attributes. But on the downside, it leaves you with new underpants that smell like orc swamp ass. And don't ask me how I know what orc swamp ass smells like. What happens in gamers' chairs stays in gamers' chairs. Some other criticisms of Shadow of Mordor that Shadow of War has improved on is the open world. The previous game's world was slated to be smallish and feel same. Shadow of War's open world, however, has been described by the developers as massive and diverse and spans beyond Mordor itself. The story, if that's what blows your hair back, is deep and fulfilling as well, which will make all you Tolkien fans happy as a hobbit. But if you're more like the
Hey, I'm not a geek, I wanna kill things
type, don't you worry. The game does not require you to read any massive books or know anything about Lord of the Rings or any of the previous games. Not even Shadow of Mordor. October is going to be a difficult month for all you gamers on a budget, with 3 massive titles coming out. Namely Assassin's Creed Origins, Destiny 2 on PC, and of course, Shadow of War! Especially for us South Africans, where the games will cost in the region of
769, 800 and 700, listen properly, 769,820
Not to mention the time needed to play these colossal games. If you need help choosing, check out my previous previews on those titles, and maybe you'll find what you're looking for. And remember gamers, wait for the reviews. I will leave a link below in the description for you to check out. Shadow of War comes out on Xbox One, PS4 and PC October 10th. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out!
Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Do you know where the swimming section is?
Please like and subscribe.